Hello, today we are going to discuss about the hardware tools which we use to troubleshoot our network. So here in this we will learn about the problems which occur in our network and various hardware tools used to troubleshoot this problem like cable tester, TDRs and OTDRs, multimeters, line testers and other hardware tools. So let's first discuss about the hardware tools that in the problems which occurs in our network. So the problem which occur in our networks are like open circuit or the short circuits. The open circuits, like the wires, the cables are not connected properly, so the short circuits are occur when the wire connect, the one or more wires connect to each others and they make the signal interference. The next is the wire mapping problem. So in this, the wire doesn't connect to the proper location on a jack or on a plugs, and the crosstalk and the noise are the interference which occurs from the cables connection, different cable connection, or from the outside external sources, and the impedance mismatch is occur due to the form of echoes. So these are the problems which occur in our network. So to diagnose these problems, the various hardware tools are used like cable tester, OTDR and TDRs, light meters, cable stipers, multimeters, line testers, tone probes and tone generators, voltage event recorders and the temperature monitors and the other elements. So let's first discuss about the cable tester. So here the diagram show the type of a cable tester. So these are the electronic devices which is used to test the continuity of a wire, to test the continuity problems and the wire mapping problems. So here the common way of testing the connection is by testing the continuity test and the resistance test. In continuity test, the current is passed through the connection or the wire to test that current is present at the other end or not. And in resistance test, a known value of current is passed when the voltage developed is measured, and from voltage and the current value the resistance is calculated and it is compared to the expected value. So these are the two tests which is used for testing the cables. An example of the cable tester are like signal testers and the optical fiber testers. The next is the TDR, that is time domain reflectometers. So these TDRs are the electronics instrument. These basically used to test the copper cables or the metallic cables. So it is used to locate the fault in a copper cables, and it can also used in locating discontinuities in the connections, printed circuit boards and other electric parts. So see, TDRs are used for the copper cables. The next is the OTDR. So the optical time domain reflectometer is an optoelectronic instrument. It is used for the fiber cables. So it is used to locate the faults and the events in the fiber links, and it is basically used in the optical fiber installation and the maintenance. The next is the light meter. So light meter is also used in the optical fiber cables. It is used to measure the amount of light loss in the optical network. So this light loss is due to the interference like the dust particle present in the glass material or the impurities which are present in the glass material. So to test the amount of light loss, we use the light meter. So here the light meter uses a high powered source of light at one end of the cable and a calibrated detector which detect the light at the other end. So this measures the amount of light that reaches the detector. So this is used to measure the light between the two endpoints of the optical fiber. The next is the multimeter. So here for the multimeter, it is also known as volt ohm meter, and it is used to measure voltage, current and the resistance, voltage of AC or DC. And the multimeter might be of analog type or digital multimeter. So digital multimeters are used now. So it is a handheld device which is very useful to detect fault or provide field measurements at the high degree of accuracy. So this diagram shows the multimeter. The next is the tone probes and the tone generator. So here a tone and a probe kit is a useful electrical tool which is used while we install the cable. So for a cable installation we use this tone probe kit. This tool is made up of two parts, the generator tone and the cable probe, and it works together to identify the electrical circuit. So this diagram shows the tone probe and the generator, cable probe and the generator tone. The next is the certifier. So this diagram show the type of a certifier which they measure the various elements of the cables and provide the certification to that cable. So here the certifier used to verify the cable that they meet its specifications, that it meets the documentation that it specify in the documentation, that such as the bandwidth supported by a particular cable and the frequency supported by the particular cable. So for example, like we verify the Cat5e cable that it meets its specification that is presented in its document, that it support the speed of 1000 Mbps or not. Then we verify a Cat6 cable that it support a speed of 10 Gbps or not. According to their result, the certifier provide the certification to these cables. The next is voltage event recorder. So the voltage event recorder and the temperature monitor. These are used for monitoring the equipment rooms and the server room. So the voltage event recorder, it monitor the voltage present in the equipment room and the server's room, so to protect the system from any damage. And the temperature monitor, it measures the temperature of the equipment rooms and the server rooms and provide the proper ventilation of the heat. So these voltage event recorders are used to monitor the electricity or the heat in the equipment rooms and the server rooms. The next is cable striper. Like cable striper is a small handheld device which is used to strip the electrical insulation of electrical wire. So to remove the electrical insulation of a wire, we use the cable striper. So here cable striper is used by rotating it around the insulation while applying pressure in order to make a cut around the insulations. The next is the line tester, or we call it a telephone line tester. So it is a type of a telephone line tester which tests the fault in a cable line, in a telephone line. So these fault tester, it is a type of line fault tester with safety and multi-function capabilities, and it also has the function of high voltage protection and dangerous voltage warning. So this is used to define the faults in a telephone lines. The next is the punch down tool. So a punch down tool is a handy tool. It is used to connect the wires on a patch panel, punch down block, keystone module or surface mount box. So it is consists of handle, a spring mechanism and a removable slotted blade. Here when the punch down tool connects a wire, the blade cuts off the excess wire from the patch panel. So these are the tools, hardware tools. Thank you.